my friends are having a great time. It's not face to face, it's all online. We're all in our homes, miles away. Love them like my family, what can I say? My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafting with friends, you're never alone. Don't call or text me, it's about to begin. I've been patient, time for me to chime in. Comfy clothes on, feeling just fine. I'm busy right now, it's crafting show time. My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafting with friends, you're never alone. The host came on, they are truly a gem. Let's have a good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Hey gifted crafters, welcome back to our Saturday CrafterNoon where we craft with all kinds of friends out there. Hello, hello, hello to everyone. I see everyone is coming into the chat. Alrighty, we've got people from all over the place. I see Maryland. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, California. We've got a few people there. Awesome, awesome. Oh, well, Marilyn says, you're in my neighborhood. Hubby has a case in Miami, so you're going for the ride. Awesome. Any nice craft stores in the area? Well, hate to break it to you, but now Joann's is pretty much gone. I don't think they're even open anymore. I think if you have to go to like the Fort Lauderdale area and you'll have a couple of quilt stores there, but they're not open on Sunday, so you may want to check that out on Saturdays. But hello, Faker McFake, how are you? Robin's Quilt Basket. Alrighty, so if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Nancy with GiftsHQ, and I host these weekly live sessions to talk about all things crafty. I'm also on during the week, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have a Gifted Crafters morning show where we like to kind of wake up in the morning and get you going. And we talk about all kinds of crafty things, and we do things during the week, but on Saturdays it's a little bit more relaxed, and we have a bunch of things that I'll be recapping for you in case you missed it during the week. But we've got a cute little project with that I'd like to show you guys today. So before we get started with all of that, let's just go down the list really quick. I want to say hello to Yvonne Hudson. Hello, Sassy. Robin's Quilt Basket. 1 Minute Tips. Marilyn Corber. Jenny Owens. Faker McFake. Belinda Thompson. Hey, thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate your support on the channel. this is an amazing time for us right now because we have really been working hard and doing the new morning show as well and trying to keep up with everything else. Pretty tough to do that. Hey, Faker McFake, how are you too? Alrighty, so let's get going. So if you are new to the channel, I'm a holiday girl and I like to, kind of look at the holidays that may not be on the calendar just to make sure you guys are aware and inspire you to kind of do something a little bit different. So let's see what we have for the holidays. Well, first and foremost, tomorrow is Mother's Day. So make sure that you spend some time with mom, do a little thinking. If your mom has passed, there's some time that you can reflect on her, just do something that will make her proud. But if you're able and you're lucky enough to have your mom, spend some time with her and, just have a blast because the memories are what we keep with us, right? We also have some other holidays and today is National Clean Your Room Day. Wouldn't that be something that mom tells you to do? Clean your room. And I just might be doing a little tidying up myself in this craft room because it got a little out of control. With all of the extra sessions that we've been having in the morning. So we'll be doing some of that. It is also National Small Business Day. So Marilyn, while you're out there, if you find any of the craft stores or quilt stores that are out in that area, you would definitely want to check those out because you like to support your little craft stores that are out there. It's a small business, National Small Business Day. So perfect day to do that. Okay, we also have, let's see, we've got a couple of announcements to make. So first off, of course, the Gifted Crafter Morning Show. It's Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wanted to give a very big thank you to a little mystery person because we're not sure what it is. They have bought me some coffee. In fact, they brought me 3 coffees, and I want to give a great big thank you to whoever you are. They called themselves Someone. It's what they put on the name, so we just left it at Someone, but this is a mystery person, and that's totally fine, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. They bought 3 coffees for me, so I'm going to put you up on my little board, which is kind of growing over there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my Buy Me Coffee board. And I want to thank you, whoever you are, you know who you are out there. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate you supporting the channel because that really helps me out a lot. Okay. Let's see. What else did we have? Last week we talked about the Square in a Square project, and we did that a little bit. So I think I don't have it with me here, but the Square in a Square, I think we should be popping up a picture of it for you. See if we can get that up. There we are. So we did a little Square in the Square project, and that's what we were able to do last week. So if you missed that, go back and watch last week's little video there. And then I wanted to kind of sum up because I know some people have been able to attend the morning show and some do not because they're not able to do it at that time, and that's totally fine. So I just kind of want to recap some of the things that we have done in case you guys are interested. You can go back and watch those shows. So I'll do a really quick recap on some of the things that we did. So I'm going to bring in, because I've got quite a number of things to show you guys. So, one of the projects that we did, and this is kind of a Mother's Day idea, was a gift card holder that you do with a very simple piece of fabric, a little bit of sewing, a little interface, and that's it. And that's all you need to do. And then you can go ahead and have your little gift card, right? And all we did, I think it was 4 by 6 inches, if I remember right. And then we went ahead and sewed this here. We did some pinking shears, and we went ahead and cut some of that on the edges here. You can see a little bit of that, I think. Can you see that? Let's see. Yeah, you can see that a little bit. And then I just added a little bow. You can put any embellishment, a button, you know, whatever you want, or you can just leave it plain like this. That's totally fine too. And then you're able to kind of just pull out the card. So different ways that you can do this. I did it out of fabric, but you can also do it out of vinyl. So, you know, if you have some extra vinyl hanging around, you know, you can definitely do that. Hey, Jenny, you're loving the crafting morning show. Awesome. I'm so happy. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. Okay. And then we also did a little notebook cover. And for this one, we made a PDF for you guys so that you can print out your own notebook. And it's got a little bit of some inspirational Mother's Day quotes in here. I'll just read you a couple. Thank you for always making room in my heart, for my heart in yours. Let's see. You've always been my best example of love in action. The world is brighter because you're in it, and so is my life. And so they've got little quotes on the top of every page. And then towards the end of the book, we've got two little coupons. First, you've got a blank coupon. So it's kind of a DIY coupon where you can go ahead and write in whatever you want that coupon to be, whether it be, you know, getting some breakfast for mom in the morning, or maybe just, you know, a day out with her, who knows, whatever she is into. And then we have the second page where we have a mom's night in, face mask, fuzzy socks, and a craft of your choice. And that one's kind of written in for you. So that's kind of a nice little coupon to start you off. So that's it. And then this you can find this PDF in the video description. So go ahead and find that morning show. And then we believe we did this yesterday. And so again, I used the pinking shears and I just kind of did the edges here so we didn't get so many frays. But again, this was done with fabric. And if you have some vinyl, you can do it with some vinyl as well. Okay. And so with the vinyl, you won't have the frayed edges here. It'll be a cleaner cut, but it's the same exact concept, same steps. Only difference is one is vinyl and one is fabric. So you can pick your choice. And they're really simple to make. And I kind of go through it on the video. So if you want, check that out so you can know how to make these, because these are great little Mother's Day gifts. And they're something that, you know, she could really use. So you definitely want to see it. So I'm going to head over now because we've got a couple of people, before I go into some of the other stuff, we've got a couple of other people that have put in a few things on Facebook. So we want to kind of showcase some of the projects that we've seen come across, including some of these Mother's Day gifts. They've been getting really creative and everyone's been starting to put things on Facebook, which makes me really happy. So let's showcase some of the items that we see out there. Okay, so here we have Jackie, and she did a Life is All About Balance. So this is an in the hoop project that is inspired by the fringe embroidery that we did with the chicken and the small flamingo. I made them into pillows and I gave them to my mom, so she's got them in her living room now. And this is an in the hoop project that Jackie was able to do. So that's pretty cool. I think the flamingo came out perfect, and I love the choice of the colors, and it's really a lot of fun. And so this is like a little mini quilt hanger that she can put it on. And so it's like a little wall hanging that you can put. So I think it came out really adorable. Love it, Jackie. Great job. And let's see, our next project, Bernardino, he's got some bags that he made, and that was pretty cool. I love how he used the fonts to put the names on there, and I think that was really nice. He's distributing it to his family. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and I think you did a fantastic job on that as well. So congrats on getting that done, because that looked like there was quite a number of family members in there. So I'm sure it did take some time to get some of that done. And let's see, who else did we have? Oh, Marlene. So Marilyn did the Mother's Day gift card holder as well as the notebook holder. And hers came out really cute as well. And she also did a bag that was really, really cute. And I love the edges of the bag. That's really neat. I like how that came out as a little spark to it. And so she's got all her gifts ready to go. So where are you guys on your Mother's Day gifts? Are you making something for mom? You know, I think it's really, really cute to have all of that stuff. But yeah, it's really great. And if you guys can go ahead and, you know, post your projects on the Facebook group, because I really, really think that that's pretty cool. Alrighty, let me see. Yeah, everyone is chatting away. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Annette, how are you? Awesome. Okay, so what else did I have for you? So those were the notebook covers, the card holder. We took a look at the farm animal quilt. I'm making some progress on that. Ran into a little bit of an issue, but we're moving along on that one. I also did an unboxing on the Sidar crochet along. It's a crochet along, and I have a picture of what the crochet along looks like. It's a summer picnic crochet along. So if you're into crocheting, you can pick up the pattern for free. And then if you want to purchase their yarn, so it comes out, you know, exactly with these colors, you can buy the yarn. They have a little, it's a crochet along, so they have the box that you can have that has all of the colors that you need, everything you need for this specific project. Or if you have enough yarn at home and you want to use your own colors, you can totally do that, because the pattern is free and they've got these little videos that go along with it. So they're a lot of fun. I think it's really cute. And I'm behind on my crochet along, but I'm going to be starting it this weekend. So we'll be moving right along with that. So I've got a lot to do. Definitely. Let's see. Hey, Quilting with Harriet, how are you? Thanks for joining in. And let's see, what's the name of my Facebook group? It's GiftsHQ.USA. GiftsHQ.USA. Just go ahead and, you know, just hit the button and join the group, because then we can continue to share. And Quilting with Harriet, guys, she has her own channel, and she is a phenomenal long armor. You can learn so much. One of these days, we're going to get over there, Harriet. I need to go over there. Let's see. Oh, you didn't make... Oh, Marilyn says she didn't make the badge. She only did the embroidery. Oh, okay. I thought you made the bag as well. That's okay, but the embroidery came out beautiful, and that's a beautiful bag. So I think you selected the right blank. So that's fine. Awesome. You're going there now, Harriet. Awesome. Good. Thank you. Yeah, we're still missing Donna Phillips. Not sure. I'm going to have to reach out to her, but she's probably so busy putting together. She's got a new craft room that her husband's putting together with her. So I'm sure that she is swamped putting that together, because that's a lot of work. And let me give you guys a little update. So we started off with the old office / garage / everything else is where we stored everything in this room. And so we're starting to pull things out and box things up and kind of move them out of that room, so that I can then start doing the popcorn ceiling removal and the painting and all of that stuff. So we still have a long way to go. I don't anticipate us moving into that space anytime soon because we still have a ton of things to go through. And with me doing the morning show and the Saturday CrafterNoon and my regular full-time job, we really haven't had too much stuff. My son is also into paddleboarding and does Special Olympics. So we are a pretty busy household because I do also take care of my mom. So it's all over the place. I mean, if you guys could see our schedule of events calendar, it's just all over. And anytime I try to get in there and try to do just a little bit, you know. So the main thing is not to get overwhelmed. Just try to do a little bit at a time, and eventually it will get done, and we'll be packing up what I have in this room and moving into a bigger room where I hopefully will be able to kind of expand everything out and then be able to do better videos, and I'll have better things, better equipment lined up, and things will just kind of go from there. So I'm hoping that that's gonna happen. So cheer me on, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. Yeah. Annette said, I wish I could get a bigger sewing room. Yeah, well, it's a one-car garage that was converted into a room when we bought the house. So that has been my husband's office slash storage slash, because I don't have a garage. I have a shed, but I don't have a garage because they converted it. So, you know, we've been using that and it's been fine. But since the channel's been growing and my craft room's kind of been growing and we were getting into more things, you know, I need the space to be able to lay things out. And my husband wants to just switch so he can take this room to do all his computer stuff and his work, and then I'll take the other room, which is a little bit longer, so I can kind of lay things out. So we'll see. That's so exciting. Yes, it is. I'm still trying to get my new craft room situated, but getting there. Yeah, Jenny got a new craft room too. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. Whatever you're taking, I want some because I have more energy than an Energizer Bunny. Yeah. I just, you know. Oh, Annette's, what is Annette? I don't understand why it's not done. Nancy, you don't need to sleep. Yeah, right? And Chris is saying it's never big enough. It isn't. It isn't. It's never going to be. But, you know, I'm getting a little bit bigger, right? So I got to be happy with that. And then, you know, hey, maybe when I retire, I'll be able to get an even bigger place. I don't know. We'll kind of have to see how it goes, depending how the channel goes, how we continue to grow. But there's just so many things out there that one day, you know, Quilting with Harriet has that long armor. One day, one of these days, Harriet, I want to fit a long armor in my house. So we'll see. Maybe that'll be my retirement gift for me. Okay, so let's kind of get back to it because I have a few things to kind of show you. So let me see. So we talked about the card holder, the notebook, the farm animal quilt, the crochet along. I'm also doing the Stardust charity quilt along, and this is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I did show this during the week. I don't think I showed it on Saturday, but they have released the first set of instructions, and I'm behind on this as well, but it's a great cause. It's a great charity. It's Make-A-Wish Foundation, and it's a wonderful little quilt. This is what it'll look like. Isn't that cute? And look at the colors that they give you. I mean, really, really amazing. Let me just open it up so you guys could see it a little bit here. I won't take the whole thing out, but you've got the stripes. You've got some really pretty colors that will kind of go. Well, I'll take it up a little bit here. Isn't that amazing? I love this color right here. This one's really beautiful, and so is this one. They're just my colors, right? I think they're really, really beautiful, and it's going to be a beautiful little quilt. I think it's really nice. They also give you a little tote bag, and if you make the donation, they give you a little bear as well. But really, really nice. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to do it. I'm already behind on this because they have already started. So another one of these projects where I need to catch up on. So I've got 2 that I'm behind on, the crochet along as well as the charity quilt. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do, right? So I'm trying to catch up on that, and I'm hoping to do that this weekend. I'm gonna spend some quality time with my mom and my daughter tomorrow, and my son and my husband. We're all just gonna kind of hang out. So yeah, a lot of things going on, a lot of things I'm trying to move around. And so those are some of the things that we've been doing during the week. So you can catch some of those videos during the week. But then today I wanted to talk about a little in the hoop project that is out there. And this is a Love You Mom in the hoop project that I thought was really, really cute. Oops, there we go. That I thought is really cute. And what I did was put a little bit of rickrack so you can hang it, but you can also put a little tassel down here. You could use it as a bookmark. You can use it as a little door hanger. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with it, and I like the size. It's a nice size. I did it with a 5x7 hoop. So this is the only hoop size that you need. You don't need a very big hoop. So for those of you with those flatbed machines, then maybe like the SE1900, SE2000, the 5x7 hoop, if that's what you're limited to, this will perfectly work in that hoop size. So it's really a nice little addition that you can put to your little gift for mom. I think she'll really love that. And she can kind of hang it, you know, so it'll be really, really nice. But I made this, it's a in the hoop project that's made with the wash away stabilizer. So you're going to need about 2 layers of wash away. If you have the fabric wash away, that'll work great. I just used the plastic one. That's the one that I have on hand, and it worked out perfect. I did use 2 layers because it is going to do a satin stitch all the way around, which is pretty dense. So you want to make sure that you have 2 layers of your wash away to put there. That's cute. Did you create it yourself? No, I wish I did, because this is really a simple design to do in embrilliance. It is a heart, and then it's quilted with hearts inside it. And then it's got the font Love You Mom. They did a heart on the O. And then they have just 3 little daisies here. So it's a very simple design. And I did get this from, it's called Creative Kiwi Embroidery. You can get it. It's totally free. It's totally free on their site. Just go ahead and Google. It's a free design. In the link, we're going to put it in the link in the description below so you guys can see that. It's an in the hoop project by them. And you know, it's a lot of fun. It didn't take long at all to do. And like I said, I did 2 layers of the wash away. And then after I went ahead and did the first placement line, I went ahead and I put just a piece of batting. And I've got some batting, just kind of leftover batting. You really don't need a lot. So I've got some leftover batting here that I used. And I went ahead and put that piece down. And then you just got to go ahead, and it's like an applique. You just go ahead and you cut out the outside, and then you'll have to put your fabric on top. So I just used a plain white fabric. And in between those steps, you're going to want to put a little rickrack, or you could use a ribbon or something that you want to hang it. Some people do a tassel, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you can use on any kind of materials that you like. And I thought about, when I was doing this, I was kind of like, what if you did like with no, like just the heart, you know, no tassel, no ribbon, no nothing. And then you do 4 of them kind of together, and you can kind of mount it on a canvas or something with some heat and bond on the back. I thought that would be really cute too. You know, and you don't have to stitch out the letters. You can skip that step and just do the flowers. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with it. They has the quilting that's inside the heart, if you guys can see that. See how it's kind of quilted? You see the lines? I thought about, well, what if I were to do that? Even though it's quilted, I could just do that with different color threads. And that would be really cool. And then maybe not skip the step with the fonts and just do the different colored threads. I thought that would be pretty cool too. But, you know, this is a kind of design that I would throw into Embrilliance and just play around with it. See what other things can you come up with, right? Just using this basic shape. Embrilliance has a bunch of basic shapes that they give you. So you have a heart that you can kind of do, and then you can kind of play around with this. But it's really nice that they offered this for free. So that's pretty cool that you can do for a little Mother's Day project. So another really cute one. Yeah, it's a really cute design, Robin. Yeah. And, you know, I used the little rickrack. This is rickrack I got from the dollar store. But, you know, I have it, and every once in a while I pull it out and use it for something. You love creative Kiwi designs? Yeah, they have some really cute stuff. They really have some really cute stuff, Melissa. I think they're really cool. Let's see. You swear, Miss Nancy, I don't know how you do it. You're now streaming 6 days a week. Yeah, 6 days a week. My mind is blown. Plus, you're doing some new fun segments. Yeah. Yeah, crafty news, comedy, quotes, and food. Yeah, we do a lot of different segments because during the week, I like to kind of just, you know, do something different than we do like on our Saturday CrafterNoons. I didn't want it to be the same old thing, just more days. I wanted to kind of change it up. And so, you know, we tried to do it very, very different. You love Creative Kiwi too. You made several items that were free, but hadn't seen that one. Yeah, they've got it on their site, and I was looking for something mom related that we can kind of let you know about. I was debating to do the in the hoop, but it's kind of like the instructions are so self-explanatory. It was such a simple project to do. They give you the instructions on the site. So I went ahead and I said, I'll just kind of talk through it, but it's just so easy to do, guys. I think anybody can really just do it. So I just wanted to really just show you it and make sure you guys know that it's out there, because it's a pretty cool design and it's free and it's perfect for Mother's Day. So I think, you know, what I would do is kind of see what can you make with this? What other things can you design that's similar to something like this, and what other uses can you have with it? So, you know, this is really, really cool. Okay, so that's the in the hoop design. Oh, on the notebooks and the card holder, I mentioned that, you know, we did it on fabric. You can also do it on vinyl, and I have some really soft vinyl as well that you could do it on. So you've got your vinyl, and you got to be careful of how thick it is, because it'll be a little hard to work on your machine. But I have some soft vinyl that really works really nice. Really, really nice. Let me show you guys this. This is some vinyl that actually I bought it from Crafty Gemini a while ago, and I think this is all I have left, because I bought a couple, and it's really nice because it's very drapey, and it is not a rough type of vinyl, and it will really work nice with your machine. You're not going to have any issues with it, which is pretty cool. It's very drapey. Let me see if I can open it up some more. So this is one. Look at the colors. I mean, really, really cool. Very, very drapey here. You can see how flexible this is, and it would make a really cool cover for a little notebook too, right? And then you can embroider on top of it. So there's something else that you can do, and it's really nice because it's very nice to work with on your machine. And you can just either do some quilting on it or embroider on it. But this is one of the colors. The other one is this really pretty blue that I think is really cool too. I love this colors. I think they shimmer, you know, isn't that adorable? I love that. And again, very drapey. You can see the inside. See that? Very soft. Very drapey. Very nice to work with. Great to work with on your machine. And then I have another one that's kind of a rainbow type of color. And I thought that was pretty cool. So that's pretty neat. And I think this will be really nice to work with as well. So very, very nice and very, very drapey. Not hard at all. This will slide through your machine like butter. I mean, it's not going to give you any kind of issues. So really, really nice on this one. These, I'm going to go ahead and put these back. And then I'm going to show you. This was something, as I was kind of going through, I was looking for something. And you know, when you're kind of looking for something and you can't find it. And then you find like a whole bunch of other things that you were like, wow, you completely forgot all about this thing. Okay, so this is a long time ago. Started doing this little quilt, and was one of my first ones that I was trying to figure out what I was doing. And so here I've got this little, it's kind of a little mini table topper thing, if you will. And I went ahead and I quilted this. And so you can see here, and in the back had like little cars. So let me just show you if I can bring it up. Hold on. Let me try to angle it this way. Let's see if I can give you this corner here. So it's got these little trucks with these flowers on it. And I just tried to kind of quilt around it, and I was playing around with different things. And so I did that. And then what I did was just kind of, at the time I was just sewing and doing, you know, some crazy stuff, just trying to figure out where things stood. So it's not the best quality or anything like that, but it just brings a smile to my face when I see that. Oh, Krista said, I missed what and where the items just showed were from. So we're talking about the vinyl, and this is vinyl that you can get. I ordered it from Crafty Gemini. And she's got this really soft vinyl that you can kind of use for either the notebook or the gift card holder or any other little project. It's just that they work really well with your sewing machine. It's a really soft vinyl, not the hard vinyl. And it sews like butter. It really goes through your machine very easy. That's what we were talking about on there. And that's what I was showing. I have different colors, like a blue, a rainbow, pink. But you can get them. I believe she still has them on her website. But yeah, that was a really cool vinyl to work with. And if you're looking for something that's easy to work with, that's vinyl, you know, I would recommend something like that. I think it's really neat. But yeah, then in terms of this was just like one of my very first projects. And so I saw this and I thought, you know, had to kind of give a little chuckle. I thought it was really cool. And, you know, what line did you use for the quilt? It looks like a Jolly Bar. What line did I use? Honestly, Jenny, I don't remember. It was such a long time ago. I want to say this was just like a little charm pack that I picked up. Probably from like maybe Walmart or something. It wasn't anything major. This was kind of like my first time, and I was just kind of, you know, trying to figure out, you know, how to do stuff and playing around with it. And, you know, it wasn't, you know, I didn't know anything about fabrics or anything. I just thought, you know, I'm going to try this out. And, you know, I went ahead and I stitched it up, but it wasn't any Lori Holt fabric or anything like that. Definitely not. Now, I want to kind of compare, because this is something that I have, and I haven't figured out what to do with it. This is another type of vinyl. that you can get. And I was looking for something similar to the one that I got from Crafty Gemini. Here's another kind of soft type vinyl. And this is another one that you could kind of use. This one has a little pattern. I don't know if you guys could see this well. Let me see. Try to bring it up. Little flowers and things on it. It's another type of vinyl that you can work with that's pretty soft. So this one I haven't tried yet. I did get this off of Temu, believe it or not. I just saw that it was a roll and I said, let me try it out. And it, you know, I'm pretty impressed with the quality of this one. It's really not that bad. But definitely, you know, something that I'm going to figure out and see how my machine plays with this. And then I can just figure out what project I can make with that. But I got 2 rolls of it. One is a nicer dark one. This one, I don't know if I'm too crazy about it. Kind of has somewhat the same design, but it's a little bit lighter. But yeah, I mean, you can use that for bags. So I've got quite a few bag projects that I have, and I can use them for that. Little wallets, things like that, you know, notebook holders, you know, things like that you could definitely use these for. And they'll come out pretty nice because, you know, it's something a little different. So those are some of the things that I have there. Let's see. I did get this, which I thought was really pretty. I was going to use it for a project that I have. Sorry for all the crinkly noise here. But it didn't come in time, so I ended up not using it. But I'm sure I'll find some use for it. And this is just embroidery that's already done. So you could see here, I thought this was very pretty. They're just flowers that are embroidered on a wash away, and then they just embellished it by putting a little rose on top. Let's see if I can get that closer. And I think that's pretty neat. And so you could use these on some towels. So think if you're doing a little towel and you need a little, you want to add something to some plain white towels, you can kind of put this in the middle of the towel. That will really dress it up, make it look really pretty. Maybe some napkins, you can do that as well. There's so many uses for this. And I thought, you know, this is really gorgeous for me to be able to use. And I only got a small amount because I was going to use it on a project, but because it got here too late, I ended up using something else. And so I ended up with this. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, you know, I can put these on some really pretty towels and kind of dress things up, or I can do napkins, or, you know, you can dress up placemats or all kinds of things with this. So I'm just going to kind of hold it off to the side for right now. So I did get that as well. And then one thing that I did show during the week, and this is something that I'm going to also be doing probably tonight, is I am working on a legit kits. It is the Hooter pattern, and I'm going to be starching my fabric tonight and kind of hanging them up here to dry. So they got these little hangers, and they've got these little clip things, which are absolutely perfect for me to go ahead and starch all my fabric at once. And then I'm going to hang them to dry so that the next day I can start ironing them and then putting them in place, because I want to start getting my legit kits project on the way as well. I do have some binders that I ordered that should be coming in hopefully today, so that I can start organizing the pattern pieces and where everything needs to go. So I'm going to be doing some of that as well. So lots and lots of organization and cleanup and catch up on projects that need to be done. So I'm going to be doing a lot this weekend, and I'm hoping that, you know, my energy level kind of holds out. Oh no, Miss Nancy took out her torture device for her husband again. He's tortured all the time. He doesn't need a device. He's got me, right? Yeah, I am his torture device. Yay. Aren't you lucky? He's so lucky to have me, right? And I'm lucky to have him. He helps me out a lot with the channel. Does a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. He's not a camera person, but you know, it's okay. And he puts up with all my craziness. So yeah. And it's Mother's Day weekend, so he's got to put up with it, right? Okay. I've got one last thing here to show you that I did order. It came in the box, and at first I thought, oh no, is it, I thought maybe it was, broken or missing something, but it wasn't. It was fine. It was just, I guess, busting in the seams here. So this is a rotational book stand, and I'm going to just pull it out so you guys could see it. I was excited to get this, and this is going to go in my new place. I'm not putting it out just yet, so I will leave it in the box. Did you get that from Vanessa? The book stand? No. Are you saying the vinyl? The soft vinyl? Yes. This is from Crafty Gemini's website. She sells these. Yeah. For the vinyl, definitely. She's an amazing YouTuber, guys. She does really nice sewing projects and a lot of bag making. So if you guys haven't checked her out, check her out because she's the best. Okay. On this, it's a little book stand and it's rotational. And let me see how this thing goes. Hold on a second. I'm on the wrong side. So you can rotate it. Let me see if I can figure this out again. Hold on. Here we go. You can rotate it. You can move it up. Here we are. And it spins around. And then what you have here, grab this out. So this will attach here. And I'll angle this up. Here we go. So it's really cool. And why in the world would I want this? Because when I'm doing my patterns and I'm following books like, you know, I'm a book nerd, right? I really love my books. And so I've gotten a lot of books when Joann's was going out of business. And so this is one of the ones that I was able to pick up. It's called Triple Play. And they have amazing quilt patterns on here that you can do. And so it's really nice to be able to kind of just have the book open. And let me see if I can, I'll see if I can put it in real quick because it seems like it's really easy to do. Let me unscrew this here. And gotta unscrew this one. You can kind of see it in action, right? We always like to see things in action when we get new toys. And so you just kind of push it in here, and then I just have to screw these in. And I'll just do a temporary thing. Hopefully it won't pop out. I won't do it all the way. There we go. And so I should be able to now take my book and just kind of put it here in front, and it's got these little prongs that'll kind of hold it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I can kind of tilt it any way that I need so that I can see what it is that I need to do and follow the instructions as I am doing things and not have to keep grabbing and moving and grabbing and moving. And so now I kind of just look up and I can see what the next step is. So really neat. I like that it rotates around. I like I'm able to move it up and down. It's kind of out of the way. So I think this is really cool. Yeah, Robin, you have a wooden one. Yeah, I looked at the wooden ones and I thought about those too. And then I just said, you know, I'll just get this one. Cause it just seemed really sturdy. So I went ahead and got this one. And this one had that rotating thing, which was just what I really liked, because I want to be able to rotate it because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to position it when I get to the new craft room. So I needed something that was going to be a little flexible. So that's what I put together here. And so, you know, then you just bring these down and you can put your book away. Let's see, that's a great idea. You can use something like that in your craft room. Yeah, it's, you know, just to hold the patterns. And, you know, you've got the books, you've got patterns. And sometimes, you know, I'll put my pattern down and then I put something on top of it and I can't find it and I don't know where I put it and it's sitting underneath all these fabrics. So if I just have a set place to put my pattern so I can do my stuff, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to help me out a lot. You like the rotation, Annette? Yeah, I do too. I think it's going to be great for everything that I need to do here. So it's got that nice rotation. You know, it's sturdy and it's a pretty tough material, so it'll withstand any books, because I do have some books that are quite heavy, like the sewing ones, and we've got a lot of those that, you know, are kind of technical books, or they're like manuals and things, so this will kind of sustain the weight of them. So that's why I wanted something very sturdy. So yeah, so this were all my little fun toys that I was able to kind of pick up this week. And you know, and so this is what, you know, I've kind of been up to. We've been doing a lot for the channel and just kind of getting everything ready so that we can do different segments and things for you guys. And then, you know, I want to keep up with the Saturday CrafterNoon. So it gets to be a lot. I mean, it's not just, you know, you turn on the camera and hello, right? Annette, where did you get that one? The stand, this one was from Temu. It was from Temu, yes. It's the book stand, and I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but I know it wasn't a lot. I can tell you that. I am on a budget. But it says book stand, 360 degrees rotation angle, and freely adjustable height. Supports books weighing up to 4 kilograms. So yeah, pretty good. But just go ahead and look it up on Temu. I'm sure that they have it out there. And you know, I was happy with that. So it really helps me out, and I like that it's kind of off the table, gives me a little bit of space. I'll have it in a set place and it won't get lost anymore, because more irritating is when I have a pattern and then I went to do something else and now I can't find the pattern and where is it, and I need to do the next step. And so, yeah, I go a little crazy. You are doing really great, Nancy. So glad for you. Love the shows. Oh, thank you, Annette. That really helps me a lot. You know, it's really difficult to do these shows. And, you know, you see some of these other YouTubers, they just make it look so easy. And so it's tough. You know, it's not just like I was saying, you don't just turn the camera on and say hello. Like, there's a lot of things, the thumbnails, you know, the descriptions, you know, you got to plan out what you're going to do. I'm already thinking, okay, for the next week, what are we doing? Like, I have to have these things in place because there's so much things that's going on outside of this, right? We have life. Like, I do have to work, and my son has his activities and things going on in the house, my mom. So you do have to plan things out and really think about what you're doing, and do you have all the materials for everything that you want to do? You know, it's the graphics alone, the comedy pieces, all of the news, gathering the information, the quotes, you know, all of that stuff takes a lot of time, a lot of research. So yeah, but hubby and I really, we enjoy doing it for you guys. I think you guys really enjoy it. And, you know, we're doing this for you. So I really hope that you guys love that. Oh, Marilyn, I love the selection of vinyls from Sew Yours. Okay, I believe her store is located in Florida. Really? Awesome. I'm going to have to check that one out because I don't think I have that one on my radar. Awesome, awesome. You couldn't do it, Annette? I can just about have time to getting in your sewing room. Yeah, you know, and that's how I was in the beginning too, you know, but then you have to kind of take over, and we all have the same amount of time in a day. We have to decide what we're going to do with that time. And you have to try to really stay organized and try to really always think ahead. You don't want to think about just what you're doing today. You love the shows. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 1 Minute Tips. Yeah, you're always planning ahead and ahead and ahead. I'm about a week out, and I want that to me is not good enough. I need to be planning further ahead of that. And if you're really into this type of crafting, you're always thinking about what's coming. I mean, we're in May. June is going to be coming up. They have what's called Christmas in July for a reason. In July, the retailers out there are already receiving the stuff for Christmas, right? So they are planning Christmas when we're in summer. So you always have to think ahead of time and get everything that you're going to need and know what you're going to make and how you're going to, put it together. We appreciate you taking the time doing this for us. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And let me tell you, waking up at 5 a.m. at first was rough. And now it's becoming a routine. Awesome. It's all about organization. Again, we all have the same amount of time. It's what we decide to do with it that counts, right? I do want to get that quality time with family. That is super important to me. That I will never deviate from. That's always got to come first, right? Your family, your health, all that has to come first, because if that's not right, the rest of it is not going to work. You do have to take care of yourself, take care of your family, your loved ones, and then, kind of plan out the rest. This channel is really important to me. And that's why I do spend a lot of time, putting things together and planning things and trying to work out what I can do and what you guys would be interested in seeing as well, right? I'm always looking for trends and things, but I'm also listening to the feedback from you guys. So, one thing I did announce, during the week were birthday shout outs and opportunities. So if you have a shop or you've got a birthday, we're doing birthday shout outs. We're announcing businesses. Maybe you have a craft show that you're going to be hosting, and so you want some people to know about it. Any kind of news or information that you want us to go ahead and tell people about, let us know. There is a form to fill out just to let us give us the information, and then we asked for about 7 days to be able to do that. So hopefully you guys can do it. Who does the graphics for the morning show? The food truck and the coffee stand are who? Yeah, that is all done by hubby. My hubby. Yes, he does all the graphics for me. During the morning show, we do have a food truck. Can we roll out the food truck? Do we have? Oh, I don't think we have that set up for this show, but we do have a food truck. It's a virtual food truck that you can eat all the calories that you want and you won't gain a pound. So we do have that comes out. And then, sometimes the food truck goes bad, needs some work. And, just like our cars, they need to be, brought in for some service. And so then we had to come out with a food cart. And so we have that as well. So it's just a lot of fun that we have during the week with those. And we do all kinds of segments and things. And so that's how we kind of gather the information. Yes, and my sister will be coming to visit. So I'm hoping to have her on as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. So, all of these things are happening. So if you're interested, you can check out the morning show. You can see the replays if the time doesn't work for you. That was the best time that I could do. And I was taking on a slot from a previous YouTuber that was doing 8 to 9. And I watched her all the time. And that's Becky Thompson from Power Tools with Thread. And she announced that she's going to be moving her time because she wanted her granddaughter to be able to see it as well. And so she shifted over, and I asked her if it was okay if I took her old time slot, and she agreed. So I was really happy. She's my little mentor for me. So I was really excited to take that on, new opportunities. But it is tough. It's really tough to kind of get going on that. That's a lot. It is a lot of work. Oh, Cindy says the truck is fun. Awesome. I like that. I'm glad you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun putting it together. It really was. So yeah, it's just about, organization, doing what you love, putting things in the right order in terms of priority and taking care of you. That is the most important thing. But don't forget mom, because, you know, mom is very important, and it's Mother's Day tomorrow. So I hope you guys really spend some quality time with those that you love, wherever they are. And hopefully you guys do enjoy all the content that we give you. We're going to continue to work hard to bring you more and more things. And I just want to thank you guys. Thank you for all of your support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, because without you, you know, there would be no channel. And, you know, this is just something that I love to do, and I love it to share it with you guys. And I love that you guys are here to share things with me as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. So that's about all I have for you guys today. Just check out that free In the Hoop project if you get a chance, and try to get that in, because I think that's a really cool project to do. But thank you once again. And I hope you guys really have a fantastic weekend, and maybe have a little time in your craft room, and maybe get some of those little projects done. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
Nancy with GiftsHQ makes crafting videos, creating with passion and a love for what she sews. Crochet, quilting, and sewing, crafting is what she knows. Making smiles one craft at a time. Your talent will grow with every stitch and every thread she weaves her art. Her hands create something special straight from the heart. And as the colors come alive, the joy spreads near and far.